Hey guys, it's me, 𝒫𝓇𝑒𝓋𝒾𝑜𝓊𝓈. Welcome back. If you're new, hi, I'm 𝒫𝓇𝓇𝑒, aka Sarah, and I make aesthetically pleasing videos for you to enjoy and me to enjoy creating. So today, I thought we would build this house right here, and I think it's gonna be pretty fun. Honestly, the roof line scares me a little bit, but I don't think it'll be that bad. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the end. Bye, guys. Okay, guys, so I tried to stick to the picture as much as possible, but I also added my own little twist, and I'm really proud with the way that this house turned out. Now, it is just the bottom floor and the outside done and finished because you will see once I figure out the layout how big this house actually is, how many rooms it has. It's a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom home, so it's quite a bit. It has an open landscape, basically 2 living rooms, a laundry room, a garage. It's very big. It's gonna have an office. It's definitely a home that is meant for either a generational family or a family just of Sims that you're just playing with that is big. I will say, because I decided to kind of do my own thing but use the L-shaped layout, the roofing wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I honestly was dreading this, but it ended up working out really well. I changed a lot of things, and throughout the majority of this video you will see a certain gray wallpaper on the build, but it does not stay. I completely change it, and I think that was the right decision on my part. After I completed everything, it ended up looking exactly the way, not like the picture, but the way that I imagined it would look in The Sims. I guess today creative juices were flowing, but it worked out very, very, very well. With that being said, I'm going to leave you with the lo-fi beats, and I'll pop in here and there when I want to talk about something that I actually enjoyed. Okay, guys. Alrighty, guys, as you can see from the picture here, that's kind of the reference, but I'll put a better one up so you can see. But for the windows and doors, they're black, so this initial color, like I said before, does not stay. I just went ahead and made the entire thing white and black. The only part of the color on this build that stays is the white siding above the window that I just placed. Other than that, all of the color that I put down from here until it changes does not stay. It took me 2 hours into making this build to realize, I don't know if I like that gray siding so much. Also, let's talk about the garage door. So there is a garage in this build. However, as you can see, the house is on a platform. The garage door is merely for looks. I did not have the energy after building it this high and kind of getting the initial foundation down to take and separate it so that it didn't have a foundation. So it's really just there for decoration. I mean, this is of course a CC build, and that specific CC garage door is an actual garage door created by CC Creator. So it does function like one and looks like one from the inside as well, but it's on a platform. So realistically, your cars would not be able to get up there. I did try to use the, like, which one is it? The half gabled, the slanted roof to make kind of like it was an up an arch, but that didn't really work. So it just ends up being the way it is. Now for the backside of the house, I didn't really have a picture of what it looked like. So I kind of improvised and made this bump out with this porch. And the backyard is honestly probably my favorite part. It looks beautiful. It kind of has a mature, but you can tell kids live there vibe. It looks very lived in, and the family that lives here is definitely like well off in money. Added a chimney because I wanted to break up some of the space that I was looking at, because I didn't like the, flatness, and kind of just, you could tell it was an L-shaped house. So yeah, you'll see now I'm kind of figuring out how I want the house to look. I'm adding the columns that I want, replacing stairs, adding fences, making it kind of look the way that it's supposed to look. And yeah, it turns out really good. I even copied the stone circle front from the reference picture. But anyway, I'm gonna quit gabbing and let y'all get back to the lo-fi without my voice, and I'll pop back in when I have something else to say. Alrighty guys, I do want to talk about the fact that this is a CC build and what that means. So as usual, you can find the download below with all the CC content. I just like to give a shout out in my video so creators know I'm so grateful that you guys create CC, and I promise to never put any of my builds behind a paywall. CC, if it's in my game, it's free, and I will not upload any purchase content from patrons, which I really don't do anyway, but that is just the disclaimer. So the file, whether I haven't got to look at if it's super big or super small, but I'm pretty sure it is. This is also a heavy pack build because I did mix in EA game things because I like the look of some CC, but also I still like it to look like The Sims. So there isn't a version that isn't CC. However, all of the foundational roots are, so all of the walls, the foundations, the landscaping, etc. is. So if you want the initial shape of the build, you can download it without any CC, and it'll just be the build, no windows and columns. Stuff that's I use that's from The Sims will still be there. However, all the custom wallpapers and trims and things like that won't. Right now, we are approaching the stone circle, and I'm gonna explain my mindset for this. So what I did was I closed it in a square, right? And then I got rocks, which these are CC, and I made a circle out of the rocks and then deleted the corners of the square and made it kind of with Control F, you know? And I think that really brought it together. Now for landscaping on the inside, y'all know if you've ever watched my videos, these low-lying yellow flowers will forever be the ones for me. And I tried to match the picture again, but I still wanted it to feel like The Sims. So I used a lot of landscaping that does look like the Sims landscaping because I didn't want a bunch of alpha CC in the front. So signature roses, signature white flowers. My bushes are orange because it's a season in my game and they change based on season. It is custom content, but if you place it down, because this is a override, it will place normal in your game. So I will say I love the way this landscaping turned out because it's still like, I don't know. I'm not a very good landscaper. I try very hard. I like to layer a lot of landscaping, but I just can't landscape like some individuals that I watch. Right now, you see me working on the layout. Well, it's already there, but flooring, what I want it to look like. The flooring does not stay the same. It is actually goes darker. Pretty much I realized that the whole house has black windows. So I should probably do a darker swatch on the floor. And this white wallpaper doesn't stay either. It changes as well. So we've snapped back and now I'm adding lighting to the outside to make it, you know, appear less spooky and more okay, people live here. And once I did that, I think it really came together. Throughout this video, you will see me pop on and off with my tea shade. That's honestly because I take screenshots to post to my Tumblr, which if you're not following, you should check my description because it's down below. It's Simfinity Plays, same as the channel. But yes, also this little area I'm working on over here is the doorway to this side door that leads into the house, but as well into the laundry room that's connected to the garage. It is functional. I tested it. Sims can walk and get through there. As you can see, I'm looking at it again in my screenshots. I'm adding in doors. I found these custom content doors. They're the medium wall height. Sims needs to release regular doors at medium wall height. I cannot stress this enough. Like, I should not have to use CC to get a medium hall door, you know, wall door. Like, that's crazy. So right now we're just working on final layout for floor plan. I'm adding columns where I think they should go. And yeah, now right here, my game is frozen. I don't know what happened, but it did not crash and everything saved. Past me will pop in here in a few minutes and be like, oh my gosh, it crashed. So I'm gonna let her do that and I'll come back when I have something else to say. Finally, 13 minutes in the video for you, but 2 hours into my build, you can see that I've added this black brick that I really like. And I have not yet changed the gray, but the black is there and you can see the entire thing is now white. So it cut. And now this is what it finally stays like. And okay, so let me explain this area real quick. I added flower beds and then I added these fake little kind of porch awning things to look like custom made flower boxes. And I think it looks really good. I also, oh, I just hit my mic. I'm so sorry. I also added in some dark colored roses to make it look like ivy and vines are kind of growing, but not overgrown. As you can see, I'm adding in those fake flower boxes now. And I think it really brought the whole thing together. And then here soon it's going to cut and my whole little area is going to be complete. I figured a plant needed to go in this corner here, kind of, you know, looking out into the area that becomes the hot tub and things like that. I added a fireplace. I made this area feel very like, okay, they definitely entertain. They're definitely a big family who likes to be outside, you know, the whole hot tub and grill and thing like that was very, you know, prominent. I was like, okay, definitely barbecuing and entertaining people and things like that. So that's what I kind of imagined with the backyard was these are people who have people over. They're not the type of people who, you know, click out of the welcome wagon. They're the ones that welcome the welcome wagon in. That kind of my vibe, and since we're starting to furnish, was kind of southern rustic, but wealthy rustic, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of browns and a lot of black, and a lot of horse ranch. But the interior is not necessarily rustic horse ranch style, just the columns and some of the items I use that have that rustic wood tone stay. And I really wanted to use that chef apron, but I ended up taking it down because the back is not, you know, a solid apron, because it's supposed to go up against the wall, and I put it up against the post. But yeah, and you're starting to see the backyard come together. Right now I'm working on the hot tub and bar area. Super simple, looks super cute, has seating, has an activity, and you can see it's cut back and it's kind of there. I'm working on this pergola, which took me honestly too long to do, but I finally got it centered, and I got it looking very expensive, as I'd like to say. But anyway, you'll see it cut and everything will look done. There's a chicken coop, you know, some wall accessories, things like that. And again, I'll pop back in when I have something else to say. Alrighty guys, so we're a little bit into the first, I want to call and say the living room area, but it's kind of like an entryway. Maybe like a seating parlor was what was in my mind. Because this space, as you can see, is absolutely huge. So I had a lot of space to fill. And this area actually ends up being another one of my favorites, because I have this custom content lizard tank and it fits this area absolutely perfect. Also, the amount of book clutter, like books, in this build should be absolutely illegal. I did also try to include parenthood things and toys. Like one part of the living room is a whole little play area. It looks a little funky, but it definitely, like, you know, I wanted to look like kids live there because it was giving very rock star dad, and not, okay, I have kids, when there's 5 bedrooms, so 2 for the parents, that's 1 bedroom, so then you have 4 kids. And I also put the live-in service lot trait, so if you have that mod by Little Sam, that will be here. So I was thinking that I would make one of the upstairs room a living quarters for a butler or maybe a maid, or a ranch hand, whatever you want to do. But this, you know, house is not that big. It's on a 40 by 30 lot in Newcrest. It's not like, you know, on a 50 by 50, which honestly, looking back on how big I made this house, I would have had a lot more room to do a lot more things if I would have chose a bigger lot, but I made it work with the space that I had. So right now we're working on the main living room. So this is like the area, where I see the Sims watching movies and kind of, you know, the family area. It is also a place that they entertain, as you can see from the bar and the liquor bottles. So like one side of this living room is very adulty, very entertainment and having people over. And that door actually leads to the laundry room through that little walkway that's outside that you can see that I was talking about. But right now we're just working on cluttering that up. And then I'll turn and do that little kid section I was talking about. There's actually a diaper changing station. There is a few rocking chairs that are custom content, a few custom content toys, a dollhouse that looked fire, and a toy box. I did put down a infant crib and a baby carriage or whatever, but I didn't end up liking it, so I got rid of those. But pretty much everything else you see stays except the high chair, the baby bassinet, that's the word for it, and the infant crib, because I was kind of like, there's 5 bedrooms, we could definitely have those upstairs. And trust me, in one of those 4 upstairs bedrooms there will be a bathtub, because I will not have that. Oh, I also added this custom content trampoline. That's why I deleted the bed and the baby bassinet, because I wanted to make room for that. So it just ends up being the trampoline, and you can see, and that's the corner. And now we're moving on to the actual entryway. So this is the front door where you enter the house, and I just added the basics: coat rack, umbrella rack, thermostat, security system, which is actually at the other door. And I also put kind of like a little dresser here, added little knickknacks, pictures, a basic entryway, nothing too serious, nothing that's actually like breathtaking. I think my favorite room in this house is either this entryway that we were just looking at, or the kitchen. I think the kitchen turned out really nice. It's very dark, but it's also, unique and cute in my opinion. It's got stuff on the walls. And there's plenty of seating, because you have 3 seats at the island, 2 seats at the high top, and then a whole dining room table that's across from it in that hallway. So plenty of seating, because like I said before, these people definitely entertain. Now, I did put a piano in that hallway and added some guitars, because I wanted to add a bunch of skills. I wanted Sims to be able to do things. So there's the soccer ball, the football, and then I also added in, kid shoes, make it look like, okay, yeah, people definitely live here. So this is the only bathroom that's downstairs. So will be the only one on camera. When I do episode 2 or part 2 for furnishing the upstairs, I will have it all done. And I cut most of it out because it was kind of pointless. And now I'm working on the kitchen. You can see here I use this big double refrigerator, kind of industrial size, look like a restaurant refrigerator. I used the double stove because I felt these people could definitely afford that type of lifestyle, those big of fridges. And then I also just took the regular, I tried to use that other one, but I didn't. And like I said before, the 3 chairs here. And you can see the kitchen's actually pretty big. This drink can juice thing that I put on the counter is functional. All of the appliances, I added that water jug in because I thought it was funny. It does have a dishwasher. And right now you can see me just doing little bits of clutter, coffee maker, Granny's cookbook, essentials for a CC kitchen. Now, I don't know going into second video if I'm going to keep this microwave because I just don't like it. Now looking at it, I think it's kind of weird. I did clutter the top of the refrigerator, which I honestly was so happy that I could do this because that's my thing. I didn't really feel like, cluttering refrigerators was a thing with all the other refrigerators in the game, but custom content ones let you slot things on top like in real life. Right now I am working on this that's like a bar wine area thing, and I like this little sign. It's in Simlish. I don't know what it says, but it is super cute, and I made this area kind of where the high top is because I didn't want to add a dining room table because I have a whole dining room and that would kind of defeated the purpose. So as you can see, I actually used EA curtains, which I have plenty of CC curtains, but I honestly love those curtains and nobody can tell me what to do or otherwise. And right now I'm just finishing up final pictures and clutter on the wall in the kitchen, and that is the kitchen done. Moving on to this entry, I wouldn't say entry, but kind of side hallway leading into the dining room that is to the left. Super simple, just added a end table and a rug and then went straight to the dining room, which is also super simple. A rug, simple black dining chair, simple black and brown chairs. and some shelves and things, and a fireplace. Because in my mind, if you have a fireplace and multiple like points in your house, you have money, because fireplaces rank up that real estate. Like, yeah, they cost money. In this, I kind of added some fine china, and some fruit and just things to kind of make it look like it was a like chest in at the like dining room, like a china thing. And right now I'm working on the living room. I found this laundry room set that I'm absolutely in love with. Anyway, though, we're running towards the end of this video. I know, wow, over fast. Would you believe this is 4 hours of footage? Yeah, but it's only 26 minutes and 22 seconds for y'all. Anyway, with that being said, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, you turn on post notifications down below, and you subscribe. If you watched all the way through to the end of this and just listen to me talk, you're the G. And I thank you for watching, and stay tuned so you can be here for when I post us furnishing the upstairs, because honestly, it is almost 2 a.m. and I'm tired. Okay, guys, that's all. Thank you so much, and bye.